Hello and welcome to Goddess Resurrection. My name is Britta and I am your host, and today's episode is on how to self-regulate your nervous system. Hello, my gorgeous. This is really a beautiful episode. Not only are we going to be discussing the different layers of your nervous system, because there are three big parts to your nervous system. We're also going to be diving in as to how to self-regulate, and I'm going to give you some really easy tools that you can bring with you to any space, any occasion, any situation, that you can really learn to regulate yourself. The one thing about this is though, it's not just about the regulation. It's also about understanding that you will have to continue to regulate, and also to learn to understand this communication from your body, because your nervous system will tell you where you are at. And this is then your signal for you to very actively, very consciously, not only listen to your body, but work with it, work with it. This body of yours, this temple is so deeply, deeply conditioned with everything you need for your ascension, for your healing journey. This temple of yours is more intelligent than your brain. This temple of yours is a pharmacy. This temple of yours is a memory bank. This temple of yours is equipped with all of the memory from all lifetimes that still need to be cleared. So this is also an encouragement to you, my sweet sister goddess, to go deeper into your body, to work with your body much more lovingly, patiently, and consciously. Good. Now, as I already said in the beginning, this is a part of how I always say, breathe, feel, don't think, right? Breathe, feel, don't think, because that's how we're purging. And now that we are really stepping into the new earth, now that we are ascending and we are embodying more light, learning to regulate your own nervous system is not just about healing the trauma, right? Because your nervous system is also holding on to the stuck emotion, to the stuck and old memory, to the old pattern. It's like a muscle. Your nervous system is used to a certain way. Of course, the healing continues. Deep trauma, deep wounding must be addressed. It's inevitable. But as we're moving forward now, as we're moving into our expansion, as we are manifesting and bringing in with our frequency a higher level of love, right? A true love, a pure love, an unconditional soul connection, as we are bringing in our mission work, as we are bringing in greater prosperity, as we are manifesting more health, greater sense of vitality, stronger presence as the light. Yes, by you embodying your light, of course, you're gonna be a much more impactful presence. And all of that is going to trigger your nervous system. So every expansion is going to trigger the nervous system into the next level. It's almost as if you want to imagine yourself driving a stick shift car. You got to level up the gears. You've got to learn to drive stick shift now. You need to get used to keeping up with your nervous system regulation. This is the way that you will work more smoothly into yourself and onto this path of your expansion. Now, before we dive into all of that good stuff, let's just focus on the 3 layers, the 3 levels of your nervous system. Of course, your nervous system runs through your entire body. But we're keeping it simple. We're keeping it simple. So the first one, the parasympathetic nervous system. So your parasympathetic nervous system is how I relate to it, you being in your feminine energy. Because when you're in your parasympathetic nervous system, you are feeling safe and social. You're flowing, you're not overthinking, you're not attaching. No, you're just being natural, feeling safe, feeling confident, allowing yourself to be, feeling calm, feeling open-hearted, feeling joyous, feeling curious. All of the qualities of the feminine energy, right? Because you're just in flow. You're present, curious, happy, there. That's the parasympathetic nervous system. That's the place that is the goal to get to regulate yourself back into, right? It's the feminine energy that you need to train your nervous system to get used to. You want to train your nervous system to learn to flow, to learn to be open-hearted, to learn to trust yourself, to learn to be curious and not judgmental, to learn to work with you in this ascension, right? So think of all of this as you not only just regulating your nervous system, you are retraining your nervous system into your ascended form. You've got to think of this body as the densest part that you have to bring on board, shifting the intelligence. You cannot just wait for your body to know everything, even though it does know almost everything. But for you to help it along, and especially for you to help your nervous system along, is going to make such a big difference on your ascension journey, moving through the purging, and also moving through the deeper patterns. Because here we now get to the second one, the middle one. This is the sympathetic nervous system. Now, the sympathetic nervous system is fight, flight. This is when you drop into the masculine energy, but not the masculine energy you consciously choosing your masculine. When you're in your feminine, you're in control of your masculine. When you're in your feminine, you choose your thoughts, you choose your words. You are not a puppet to the triggers, to the conditioning any longer. You're in charge. You are choosing for your light. You're maintaining an open heart and using your masculine energy the way that it is meant to be used, right? It's the serving energy. But when you are in fight flight, when you are in the sympathetic nervous system, now you are in trigger, right? Fight flight. What is fight flight? It's trigger. It's reaction, right? It's good that it was built in, of course, right? When you're in danger, you've got to be able to fight or you got to be able to flee. But now this is not really the case any longer, especially as you are stepping into your new earth manifestation more. So fight, flight. Fight, flight is when you are fighting. Fight is activation, right? It's anger reaction, rage reaction, needing to take action, needing to fix it, right? Focusing externally, all masculine energy. And this is trigger, this is old pattern, this is old wounding, somebody or something activated, old fear protection within your nervous system. Flight is not necessarily running away, but flight usually shows itself in feeling irritated, feeling anxious, feeling agitated, feeling restless, feeling nervous, like feeling like it's too much, it's all overwhelm, and you can't really deal with anything because it's just too much and you want to run away. You're not really going to run away, but because there's no tiger chasing you anymore, right? But still, it's this resistance, this agitation to what's going on. And this is also a part of the fight flight. This is also a part of the sympathetic nervous system, which some triggers, some patterns, some wounding is going to activate the flight. Some will activate the fight, some will activate the flight. It depends on your conditioning. It depends on how you are wired. It depends on how you developed your coping mechanisms, right? Good. And then the third one is the dorsal vagal. And so this is the deepest part of your nervous system. This is the oldest part of your nervous system. This is the shutdown. This is the shutdown. This is you, or anybody who is in this state is just disconnected from self, disconnected from the world, depressed, feeling like, oh, I can't do this, I can't go on, I don't want to go on, frozen, right? It's this frozen state of inability to cope, inability to desire to even want to continue. This is the deepest part of your nervous system. And like I've said before, your body remembers and is also equipped for this ascension process, meaning all of the memory from all lifetimes where you were in this dorsal vaga, in this depressed shutdown. I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to go on anymore. I can't deal, disconnecting from yourself, disconnecting from others, feeling disconnected, feeling like not belonging, right? This is an energy that has happened before. So I have memory of this happening when I was little. I was like 5 and I had suicidal ideations because I didn't get the attention I needed and I deserved, right? Not that I was going to do anything, but I had those thoughts. As a 5-year-old, I would think to myself, gee, what if I just didn't come home? What if I just didn't live anymore, right? And so it was this deeply, deeply lonely, disconnected place. And everybody has this place. Everybody has some level of this place, right? It's not something to judge. It's not something to shame. It's really something to understand that now is the time to work with it, right? Because not only are we healing the past, not only are we purging the old memory from other lifetimes, we are also now wanting to get ourselves ready for the new earth. We're wanting to get ourselves ready for the future. And your nervous system is the anchor for the new earth. Your nervous system is everything. You cannot be in the new earth and slide into sympathetic nervous system reaction of fight flight. Because it closes the heart, so it'll kind of like take you out of the grid. Don't worry. It's still a process, right? And it's okay. This is why it is so important for you to learn to work with yourself and your nervous system. So let's dive right in. You learning to work with your nervous system and regulating yourself back into the parasympathetic state, feminine energy flow, open-hearted, right? From down here, from the dorsal vagal, it'll be steps. Nevertheless, whether it's dorsal vagal or it's sympathetic nervous system, This is what you do. This is what you want to get used to doing. First of all, you want to remember to breathe and feel. Notice how you are feeling. Notice which state you are in. You have to learn to notice. Are you in the sympathetic, or are you already like sliding down into the dorsal vagal, right? And so wherever it is, this is where you meet yourself. You always want to come from unconditional love and acceptance with yourself. You acknowledge to yourself, oh, I am dysregulated. Okay, my nervous system is activated in an old pattern, in an old way. And so what you want to do is you want to learn to work with your body and your nervous system as if you're talking to yourself as a child, as if you're talking to yourself as, like a smaller version, a younger version of yourself. And you can even start saying to yourself as you're tapping, right? Tapping is a wonderful way of working with your body because you want to bring in new movement. You want to focus onto a deep and slowed breath, and you want to talk to yourself. Now, let me give you examples. For the audio listeners, I'm tapping now. I'm tapping right below my collarbone, and I'm taking in nice and deep and slow in and exhales as I have acknowledged myself in a different layer other than my feminine energy, parasympathetic nervous system layer. And I'm saying to myself, it's safe. We're safe. It's okay. It's okay to feel. It's okay to be safe. It's okay to feel safe. It's okay to allow us to be safe. Talk to yourself as the us. Now I'm tapping on my face. Now I'm tapping up the sides of my head. Now I'm tapping on the top of my head. It's okay. It's safe. I am safe. We are safe. We are safe in this expansion. We are safe in this emotion, right? Tapping. Now I'm tapping on the wrist. Tapping is a wonderful, wonderful way to assist processing emotion. Another thing you can do when you are surrounded by people, if you have a jacket on or pants and you can hide your fingers, you can hide your hands, you can have your hands in your pockets, you're breathing and you're speaking to yourself in your mind. And so now I'm reaching my thumbs to each and every one of my fingers. The thumb goes to the index finger, then the thumbs go to the middle finger, then the thumbs go to the ring finger, then the thumbs go to the pinky. And then the thumbs come back from the pinky, back to the ring fingers, back to the middle fingers, back to the pointer fingers. And again, I'm breathing deeply and slowly, telling myself it's okay. We don't have to react. It's safe not to react. It's safe to stay with what is. We are safe to just breathe and feel through this reaction. We don't have to align with the anger. We don't have to align with the anxiety. No, let's just breathe. We're safe to feel. We're safe to not react. We're safe not to freeze. We're safe. It's okay. We're safe in this moment. Nothing bad is happening. So by doing this, you are retraining your nervous system, because by taking these certain movements of your body, whether it's tapping or attaching your thumbs to the different fingers, or what you could also do is snapping. I'm going to be careful with the mic right here. But what you could do is snap. Right side, left side. Right side, left side. And you breathe again, you breathe. And you tell yourself, it's okay. It's okay. We're safe. We're safe. We don't have to react. It's safe. We don't have to stay in this place of fear. It's okay. We're safe to trust. We're safe to trust this expansion. We're safe to trust that we deserve all the love. It's safe. We deserve all of the abundance. It's okay. We deserve all of the support. It's okay. We're safe. We're safe in this expansion. It's okay. We're safe in trusting our intuition. It's safe to maintain an open heart and talking to your body and loving yourself and being that beautifully supportive voice for yourself. Now, as we are moving into the expansion, as we are stepping into the new, making choices that are new, make sure you remember you as a goddess, you choose yourself first. This does not mean you're bratty and everything has to go your way. That's not what this means. When I say you choose yourself first, it means that you honor your intuition first. You honor your guidance above all else. It doesn't matter what your masculine is wanting to do. It does not matter. You are the ultimate guidance. The feminine energy, the highest vibration, the source leads above all else. If your masculine wants to do something, wants to lead you wherever he thinks is a good idea, and it doesn't feel right to you, and it doesn't feel safe for you, and it's not feeling right and correct and safe and honoring, and it doesn't feel like he is coming from the right energy, you put yourself first. You say, I appreciate you making this plan and I appreciate you wanting to take these steps, but that doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't feel good to me. It doesn't feel correct to me. It doesn't feel honoring to me. It doesn't feel respectful to me, right? Use those words. It doesn't feel right to me. This is the same with friends. This is the same with family. No matter where you are, you have to learn to put your guidance, your wisdom, your soul's voice first above all else. This is the ultimate way of keeping yourself regulated. This is the ultimate way of keeping yourself in the parasympathetic state. Because in the end, you cannot hand your power over to anybody, even if they mean well, even if they honestly and authentically are generally from their heart. It could be a day where they're coming from their ego. It could be a day where they're having an entity. It could be a day where they are triggered in their deepest insecurity. So therefore, you never, ever, ever, ever just hand over yourself to another person. You always stay in your authority. Goddess always is in her authority, always knows herself and her rightness, and puts that above all else. And any divine masculine is going to honor that. Any divine masculine is going to support that. Any divine masculine is going to look to you, to your guidance, to your light, to your divinity, to assure that yes, this is correct. If you are in a situation where your guidance is being belittled or judged or laughed off, then you need to make strong choices for yourself, because otherwise you will continue to live right between the fight flight and the dorsal vagal, right? If you're maintaining yourself in situations where you're not honored, where you're not able to honor yourself, where you're not feeling safe, you can try to regulate until the cows come home. It will never change. You will never stay in your feminine energy. You will never stay in your parasympathetic nervous system because you are just not safe. You're not able to be at peace. You're not able to lean back in those situations, which means you need to put your good big girl pants on. You need to put your big girl boots on and start walking, right? Walking into your self-love, self-honor, safety. In the end, you are always going to be your main source of safety, of protection. You always put yourself first. And the second you start prioritizing your guidance, you will level up in that beautiful parasympathetic state, and it'll become your norm. And from there, you'll be able to regulate your nervous system as you're expanding in beautiful ways. But keep doing these body connection, body communication practices through the deep breath, working with your nervous system, working with your body as the temple that is conscious, that is intelligent, that communicates with you all the time, if you only listen. Good. Thank you for your beautiful presence, your energy, your time, your patience here on this platform. I am looking forward to seeing you next week, and I'm sending love and light blessings to you and yours. Hugs and kisses. Ciao.